Alright, that first episode went pretty good. Now the next one. Betty Boop could be good. But I don't want to review Betty Boop right now. Sonic and Mega Man. Oh, this would be cool. Nah, this is an event comic. That should be used for an event. Oh boy, what would be the good comic? Ooh, I know. Gen 13. Now we're cooking with grease. Gen 13 was an image comic created by Jim Lee in the late 1990s. A team of government-created teenage superheroes that escape to fight all sorts of villains and monsters while dealing with the normal 90s teenage angst. The series would later be added to Jim Lee's Wildstorm universe in the early 2000s. Let me make this clear. Gen 13 started out as an image comic before getting the Wildstorm branding. Got it? Let's move on. The series is special to me because it was the one that got me into comic books. So, without any waiting, let's dig into Gen 13 number 1. The cover is pretty decent. Knowing it was an early image comic, you were right to worry about Rob Liefeld doing the art. Not at all. This cover was done by J. Scott Campbell and Alex Garner. It shows our 4 heroes doing the hero pose. You got Fairchild up front and center like the team leader she is. You got Rainmaker about to throw hands with Raiden. Grunge becoming one with a rock. Freefall doing something, not sure what, and Burnout showing that he is totally hotter than the Human Torch he promises. The inside actually does fill us in on who our heroes are. Fairchild is smart and can punch things really hard. Burnout is the 90s edge that is the Human Torch. Freefall can defy gravity. You want me risking a copyright strike just to reference Wicked? Grunge is a super absorbing man, and Rainmaker is a Native American storm. Our comic opens to a Mortal Kombat style fight scene between a red ninja and... Okay, that's just Raiden. This was actually a video game being played by Grunge and... Oh, Jesus! Oh, trust me, these faces get worse. You got Grunge looking like the Encino Man, his shock here, and Freefall's face depicted here. Where was I? Oh yeah. Grunge being an asshole because Freefall beat him at... Die fight? Okay. Freefall lifts him in the air as she makes this face. Let that be your nightmares. Shortly before Grunge makes this face. Prepare for a lot of these faces. The squabble disrupts Fairchild as she's working and tells the two to knock it off. Fairchild goes off to lament over her father, Indiana Jones. I want her in the next Indiana Jones movie, where she's greeted by Mr. Lynch. Lynch is their government liaison. He's like Wolverine, without the claws. Or the coolness. Lynch comforts her and reassures her that she is in fact a good leader, and we cut to the crew hanging out in the living room, where they have a maid, I guess. Brings them some lemonade, and we see a nude Rainmaker skinny dipping. Ah, the 90s. When you can have a naked woman for no reason. We cut to Freefall at a party and a page that has to be turned on its side. Seriously. She meets this guy who kinda looks like the Crow and they hit it off. Even about to kiss when a drunk guy bumps into her and gets her wet. She goes to wash herself off when lightning strikes. About the same time in an alleyway, a woman who looks like the Red Ninja from earlier steps through a random portal and we see a close-up of a homeless guy who we presume dies. At the HQ of Gen 13, Lynch is awoken by the evil villain detector beep. Fairchild just sleeps in a jersey with the 13 on it. Alrighty. Foreshadowing. Back to Freefall's party, the villains show up on a manhunt for something called a Queelock, and says that Freefall has it. She says screw this and tries to fly away while our villainous band of morons open fire on her. They're after this small green rat mutant thing. They crowd freefall, but are interrupted when our title heroes show up. Grunge immediately leaps over the other three to look at the red ninja lady. He instantly gets his ass kicked, and Mr. Longfingers is taken care of by Rainmaker, while Fairchild and Burnout take care of the weird soldier guy. Grunge absorbs the steel of the blade and takes care of Red Ninja. The team toss the bad guys through their portal, and Grunge makes this face that will forever be in my nightmares, ending with the team adopting the pet rat and naming him Queep. This comic is not the best. The art is decent, as seen with the scary faces, and the knowledge that early Image was fueled by young horny boys who'd buy their comics because they had a naked woman on it. You could say the rest of the 77-issue run does a better job at introducing them, but aside from Grunge being a horn dog and Rainmaker liking to swim in the nude, Burnout is a non-character, and Lynch was just kinda there. I never said it was high art. In fact, it's not a good start. The story is very faulty, but that also speaks for Image itself when it started. Image Comics was not very good when it started. See Rob Liefeld's Youngblood as a big example. This series just holds a special place in my heart because it was the first series that really got me into comics. If you can track down a copy and you really have any interest in this, please go for it. It's not the best, and you really won't be missing much if you decide you don't want to look at it, but you can have a little fun when reading it. Alright, till next time, Mr. Maskie, signing off.